Hi guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel. Neil here, and today we have another unboxing of a brand new guitar. I'm super excited about this one. Even though this is a budget style guitar, I'm really excited about it because I think that this is possibly one of the most affordable and probably best quality budget guitars that I've ever had on the channel. This guitar here is a Strat copy by the guys at Sonicake. If you didn't know, I'm a Sonicake affiliate. Down there below is a Sonicake affiliate link, and when you go through that link and use code NEIL, you get 10% off. Before we get started on today's video and get into this guitar, I really want to mention my friends at Dan's Guitar Store Picks. I use the Precision Mini Picks here, and I absolutely love them. I've been using them a while now. Check out the link for those below. And also, guys, I use Stringjoy Strings as well. As you can see behind me, I leave that pack up there, so you guys can see exactly what I'm using. Huge thanks to those two brands for sponsoring the video, and yeah, let's get into this new guitar. Okay guys, so as you guys know, I've used Sonicake gear quite a while on the channel, absolutely love it. Today when I do the playthrough of this guitar, I'll be going through a Sonicake Matribox 2 Pro. That will be going straight into my phone there. Again, if you use the affiliate link down there below and code NEIL along with that, once you go through it, you get 10% off everything you buy that is Sonicake, which is really cool. And a huge thanks to you guys that have already used the affiliate link as well, because it really helps me out at this end as well, not just you. Right, let's get into this guitar. So first of all, for those of you that don't know, although I usually play a lot of metal style stuff on the channel, I actually originally started playing guitar because I liked blues guitarists like B.B. King, Eric Clapton, Gary Moore, Albert Collins, you know, guys like that. I really was into that kind of playing, and my first ever guitar was a Strat copy. Now this guitar here retails, guys, and I can't believe what it retails at. Over here in the UK, this is £89 at the moment. Now I know what you guys are thinking. There's plenty of guitars on Amazon for around the 80, 90, £100 mark for beginners, people first starting out, you know, ideal Christmas presents, things like that. Those types of budget guitars are already out there and there's tons of them, and I understand that. However, this one is a bit different because when you start playing guitar a while, certain things as you get better at guitar start to bug you, and one of those things is the fret ends on guitars. When you buy a lot of cheap guitars, the fret ends jut out a bit, and they don't jut out enough to make your hand sore, but you can feel it as you're playing and it bugs you. And I think as you start out as a beginner, that's the last thing you want to do, is when you start playing, start getting anything on your hand that's uncomfortable at all. And fret ends, you know, they are super uncomfortable and there's no excuse to have them. This is the cheapest guitar that I've ever seen that claims to have rolled off fret ends. So let's get into it. Let's see if it really has got rolled off fret ends. There's another spec on this guitar as well, guys, that I really want to talk about, that I also cannot believe is on a guitar that retails at £89. Now, Sonicake asked me which colour I wanted to go for. There was an aqua green colour I was pretty tempted by, but I ended up going for the black just to keep it safe. You know, I always think that black is a pretty safe bet. In the box, guys, we get a trem arm there because it's a Strat copy, and we also get a truss rod adjust bar there and an Allen key as well. We'll talk about the truss rod bar in a second, because that's one of the main features that has really shocked me about this guitar. Now, as I've said before tons of times on the channel, it's really hard for a new brand, because Sonicake, you know, have only just started making guitars, bear that in mind, to put out a headstock that is not ugly as hell. It's really hard. It's all been done before, and I think Sonicake have put out a headstock, you know, that's kind of not a Strat style headstock, and it's not a telly-eye, that it kind of sits right in the middle. The thing I want to point out to you guys as well right now is, as I'm picking up this guitar, is it is super light. It is really light. If you're looking for a Christmas present for a child that's starting out playing, or you are looking out, you know, for a first guitar, then you don't want anything that's uncomfortable. This is super lightweight. The other thing that shocked me since I've taken this out of the box is that this is actually a satin black model. So I'm so glad that I chose the black model now, because satin black guitars, I've got a few of them dotted around all over this room, and it's one of my favourite finishes on any guitar. I really like satin black guitars, and it looks so cool, and it gives it a unique look, I think, compared to all the other Strat copies that are out there. Right, let's get this stuff off, because I want to reveal to you, I want to check out the frets first that are claimed to be by Sonicake rolled off. The reason I'm saying claim to be is not because I don't trust them, just because I want to make sure that they are, because that's the biggest selling point of this guitar in my opinion. And I can tell you now, if I get this ticket out of the way, that they are not just slightly rolled off, but they are completely rolled off, those frets. That is as good as it's going to get. You know, those are totally rolled off. Totally out of tune, obviously. A super light guitar, guys. Not sure what the wood is on this guitar. It looks like a maple neck, a rosewood board. I think this guitar would have looked really cool with a maple board as well. I like my Strats to have, and Tellys to have maple boards. But yeah, a real cool looking guitar. As you can see, the neck there is neither chunky nor thin. It's a C-shape, standard Strat style size, I would say. The action. Now this is really important. I've received this and unboxed it right in front of you guys. And the action is, it's not super low, but I'd say it's lower than a medium action. So this is set up pretty nice. If you are a beginner, you don't want to be struggling and fighting actions. If you don't know what an action is, then it's the distance between your string and your frets. The smaller that distance is, the easier to play. You get a bit of twang and fret buzz. Obviously, the lower the action that you have, but that can't be avoided, you know, really. But it's a Stratocaster, so twang, you know. We love twang, obviously, else we wouldn't be using a Strat in the first place. So yeah, great guitar. 3 single coil pickups. So you have a 5-way selector here like you would on any Strat. You have a volume, a tone, and a tone there. Now, because of my playing style, I often find that this volume control here can get in the way a bit if I'm playing metal and stuff like that. But for blues and rock, you can use it with your little finger, hook your little finger around it and roll it on and off. So yeah, really cool guitar. And now we're going to get into the spec on here that I cannot believe is on this guitar. So if you look there up high near the neck pickup, you can see a truss rod adjustment wheel right there. Now on a lot of guitars, they're up here under a piece of plastic. For beginners, that is not ideal. In fact, I don't know why they are up there anymore on any guitars at all, because they kind of put you off adjusting them, you know, when they're under a piece of plastic up there. It's like, don't touch, you know, whatever you do. And there's a lot of scary stuff about truss rods. I've made a video about truss rod adjustment. It's somewhere on my feed, and you don't be scared of it, because once you get the action right and you get the truss rod set right, it can make a guitar go from just a medium kind of playing guitar to one of your favorite guitars. It really is essential that you mess with the truss rod. If you're a beginner, obviously take it to someone else to do it, but little turns, quarter turns on the truss rod wheel with that bar in the packet, and you can really alter the bend of the neck. And what that does is kind of affect the action as well up high. If you are kind of treading over strings and you can't get a low action, it's usually because the neck has too much bow in it. So yeah, watch a video before you touch the truss rod, guys. I highly recommend that. But I just think it's cool that for 89 quid you've got rolled off frets, and they are really rolled off as well, and you have a truss rod adjustment up high as well. That is usually, you know, the Indonesian guitars that are like 800, 900 to £1,000 usually have specs like that. So to put it on a guitar that's 89 quid is insane. It is absolutely insane to have a truss rod adjustment wheel up high and also rounded off frets for 89 quid. That is just mad. Right, let's get into it, guys. I'm going to have a jam on this guitar. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. And also comment below on what you think about this guitar. I think it's awesome, and I hope Sonicake make tons more guitars as well. As always, guys, do not forget to use my Sonicake affiliate link down there below. Use code and you'll get 10% off. Also, guys, I'm a Thomann affiliate as well, and you can also use that link too. It really helps me out at this end. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all soon.